Hi, thank you for being with us today. We will talk about mentoring at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club of Port Arthur today. Like Mr. Rogers in 1994 said, we live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It is easy to say, it is not my child, it is not my community, it is not my world, it is not my problem. But then there are those who see the need and respond. I consider these people my hero. The benefits of the youth who have mentors is that they experience fewer unexcused absences at school, are less likely to abuse drugs, they demonstrate more positive attitudes, and display greater confidence in their schoolwork. They show improved academic performance. Some of the advantages of mentoring at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club is that you can help us develop our board, build community relations, improve on the quality of programs, and you can be a resource development to us. Safety is critical at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. Mentoring is an in-club activity. All mentors go through a thorough background check and fingerprinting. All mentors will be trained on safe from harm, which is something that we call, it is kind of like our sexual harassment prior to having contact with any of our youth. According to the Boys and Girls Club of America, a mentor is a person who is caring, who, along with parents or guardians, provides young people with emotional support, counsel, friendship, reinforcement, and a constructive example in a structured environment. According to the American Heritage Dictionary, a mentor is a wise and trusted counselor or teacher, also seen as an advisor or a guide. Some of the qualities of a mentor are nurturer, coach, cheerleader, confident, friend, supporter, role model. At the Boys and Girls Club, we are a mentoring environment. We do this in a formal and an informal way. We do it on a regular and periodic contact. We are a proven program. We are everyday heroes. It is our routine business. We're living, we're laughing, we're loving. Our sacrifices are not headlines. Touching hearts and changing lives, having high hopes and low profiles. Great admiration for all who recognize them as true heroes. The mentoring framework comes in 4 ways: one-on-one, group mentoring, peer mentoring, and now through COVID-19, we are initiating virtual mentoring. How is our mentoring program set up? We have created and conducted a needs assessment, established goals and objectives for the program. We want to identify and recruit mentors. There is a 5-step mentor application process. It's very important to us to train our mentors. And then, even more important, to identify our mentees. Then start holding mentoring sessions. It is very important to retain mentors through recognition and support. And finally, evaluating our mentorship program. Let's talk about our goals and objectives. Our purpose is to help members in areas that they need the most, hoping for the outcome to be life improvement, self-esteem, confidence, and healthier life choices. Our measurable goals and objectives are created through targeted behaviors. We are focusing on targeted behaviors. We want this year to have at least 15 mentors and match to 15 mentees. What are those targeted behaviors? Well, we want to look at social competence, school attendance, grade point average, family relationships, antisocial behavior, substance abuse, gang-related activities. We want to prevent teen pregnancies, unhealthy lifestyle choices. The performance measures that we have are 10. We want to look at the number of youth exhibiting desired changes in the targeted behaviors. We want to see the number of youth served with whom an evidence-based program has been used. We want to look at the number of mentoring programs that we've implemented and the number of youth that are being served, the number of youth successfully completing the program requirements, the number of youth who offend or reoffend in the criminal justice system because of the grant that we have called the OJP grant, which is a juvenile preventive grant. Number 7 is looking at the number of program mentors and the number of trainings that we've done for those mentors. The number of mentors that have cleared for assignment to be able to mentor youth. And finally, the tenure of those mentors. How long are they staying with us? Are we building those long-lasting relationships with them? It is very important that when we are identifying and recruiting members that we know and we understand that not everybody can mentor. Because of this, we know that there are certain characteristics that we're looking for in a mentor. Our mentors must be able to provide focused attention to and recognize the different needs of each mentee. Both listen and communicate well and with respect, provide leadership, and help youth make sound decisions. It's important to be tolerant and able to work with the youth culture and home language without being judgmental. Able to accept responsibility, nurture the relationship, and cultivate trust. Demonstrate confidence without being overbearing or a know-it-all. Assume the role of an advocate to the mentee. Make young people feel comfortable is very important. Having a positive and demonstrate a good sense of humor. Don't try to replace the role of a parent or guardian and uphold club rules and policies. There is a 5-step process to applying to become a mentor at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. First, there is an application process. You fill out a mentor application along with a volunteer application. Then there's an interview process with the program staff. You will sign a mentor agreement. Then there's criminal background checks and fingerprinting. Then you would be accepted into the program as a mentor. Once you become a mentor, there's training to be had. Training is crucial to the success of our program and should be an ongoing through the life of our program. There are many trainings that we will provide for our mentors. Many of this come in as a cluster. For example, talking about program policies and giving an introduction to the club staff, touring the club, talking about what are some of the goals that you'll be wanting to meet with your mentee, how to resolve conflict, the involvement of the families, also, the amount of physical contact that you will be having with your mentee. All these things are many times trainings that are given on one given setting. But then we have some other ones that are given at different times, and many times you can be taking them virtually at your own time, like substance abuse education or how to read to and with the youth, how to deal with peer pressure, how to handle group activities, tips or strategies. Some of those can be taken at different times, and they take between 20 and 45 minutes. to get those trainings. The roles and responsibilities of a mentor. There are many responsibilities as a mentor because you will be keeping records in confidentiality, developing positive attitudes, improving their academic performance. We are mandated to report any suspicion of abuse. We want to stay awake from any risky behavior. Long-term commitment is very important. Close your steps when you're coming to the end of your mentoring season or period. Make sure you're following the closure steps, and confidentiality on student records is very important, and having crisis management as well. Once we have identified the mentors, we will identify the mentees. The youth selection process is sensitive, and the mentees go through, they're being examined carefully based on the objectives that we have established for this program. We use goals and objectives to identify the youth who will be best served by this mentoring program. And the parents of those mentees are aware that their youth will be participating, and they sign a memorandum of understanding. Our mentoring sessions, the goal of our mentoring program will determine the content of each mentoring session. But it's important to maintain a steady presence in the mentee's life. That means showing up for scheduled meetings, or that if it's not possible, letting the mentee know in advance. That way you avoid any disappointment. A phone call, an email, when you're not able to make a face-to-face meeting. You want to focus on the mentee's need, not the mentor's own wants and needs. Mentors should look to improve the mentee's prospects while respecting the young person's life circumstances and perspective. This includes not trying to transform the mentee or impose the mentor's own values on the mentee. It's important to pay attention to the mentee's need for fun. We want to get to know the mentee's family situation without getting over involved. Mentors need to understand that they are not substitutes for parents, and seek out use the help and support of the mentoring program staff. We want to retain our mentors. Our mentors need to be cultivated, recognized, and supported, and that's what we want to do. It's important to us to evaluate our program as well. So we will be evaluating it throughout the life of our program, through our goals and objectives as the basis of that evaluation. At the Boys and Girls Club program, we have many mentoring components. We have different projects and activities that we do with our members that help to set up for a good mentoring environment, like Project Learn, Power Hour, Money Matters, Smart Moves. All these are programs that we have in place that help with mentors. Let me talk a little bit more in detail about a few of them. Project Learn, for example, helps mentors work with club members through homework assistance and setting academic goals on a weekly basis for the school year. This could be adult mentoring or peer mentoring, could be one-on-one or group mentoring. But what's important about this is that it would help with GPA and school attendance, antisocial behavior, job skills, and social competence. Within Project Learn, we have what we call Power Hour. This is a space where mentors can come in and help assist with homework or tutoring. This helps the members with their GPA, and it enhances their school attendance. They want to be going to school if they understand and if they have the homework or assignments that they're asked for at school. And it helps with antisocial behavior as well. Junior staff, mentors introduce club members ages 13 to 18 to multiple roles in the club as apprentice. This helps with job skills and employment status. It helps with social competence. as well as antisocial behavior. Money matters. Mentors can meet with club members on a regular basis to discuss financial matters. This helps with high school completion and school attendance, job skills, and employment. In Port Arthur, we have different clubs that mentors can have ownership of, like gardening club, sports club, arts club, music club. The possibilities are endless. I don't want to take much longer of your time, but I do want to leave you with this. Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a group of thoughtful, committed citizens could change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to our information session. We would love to have you as one of our mentors. And if you don't have the manpower or the time to be able to come and mentor or throughout the day, we would love to partner with you. We are always accepting financial partners for our program, and we would like to meet you. My name is Christina Lawson, and on your screen you have now my name and my contact information and my email, and you can feel free to give me a call. That's my direct line, and I would be glad to speak with you one-on-one. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.